Welcome, everyone. Hopefully you can see and hear me tonight. How is everyone on our first show of November? See some familiar faces over in the chat. Yay! I was a little nervous, guys. I had to switch over to the Chrome browser tonight because Firefox wasn't seeing me. So that's why we're a couple minutes behind schedule here, but no worries, here we are, and we were kind of playing around with putting me on HD, but it didn't quite work. A little bit too much bandwidth, but exciting that we may have that capability. Gosh, what is my hair doing tonight? Anybody got some hairspray? You tell I've been out like in the wind unloading my car today. Boy, did I get some goodies today, but we'll get to that later. So if this is your first time here at the show, I am Danny Ackerman of thedanniapp.com, and I am your eBay coach, motivator, and nagger. Right, Upsters? Am I good at nagging? I can do that. But I tell you, if it makes you guys money, I'll keep doing it. That's all there is to it. All right, so we record all the shows. You can find them either right here at the same URL you came to the show at a few minutes after the show has ended if you kind of want to watch the whole thing again. Or you can go over to my YouTube channel, and they're all over there in segments. So each segment that we do 4 segments, and you can go back and just watch the one you missed or watch one that you kind of wanted to replay and see some of the information again. So we do that every week. And I just want to give a special shout out to Deborah Conrad of thriftingforprofit.com, who helps me with those videos because she is absolutely awesome. Oh my goodness, my husband's here at the top of the show. That never happens. We're in trouble now. Thank you, guys. You tell him be quiet. He doesn't know what nagging is, let me tell you. Uh-oh. What's going on over there? Uh-oh, cat's playing with buttons. Cat's playing with buttons. All right. Cat, you're pushing buttons here somewhere. What are you doing? He's had weird stuff come up on the screen. Woo. Okay, so you guys like my little ghost cow? I forgot to get it up at the last show, so I had to put him up for this show. I found that at, where was I, Target or Kmart or one of those stores. Had to have them. The other side has something about zombies, so love it. Can you believe it? Halloween's over. Who had a good Halloween as far as selling costumes and Halloween stuff? I didn't get into the whole costume selling this year. I still have some costumes left over, but I tell you, it's not my niche, and that really showed. Did not sell a bunch of costumes. Now, my daughter, on the other hand, who has tons of costumes listed, sold them like hotcakes. So I'm telling you. Oh, the witches' booties. Yes, yes, yes. When I was visiting my mom down in Tucson last year, we went over to the Cracker Barrel restaurant, one of my favorites because you get to shop and eat. And they had all of their Halloween stuff on major clearance. And they had these cute little witches' booties. And I told her buy every single one. And did you sell out, Mom? Because you had a bunch of them. If not, close to it. I know she was selling them like hotcakes. She has 2 or 3 left. Yeah, those are so cute. So cute. But anyway, niche sells. I keep telling you guys, niche, 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 get nichey. We're all going to get nichey. Have super duper sales. All right, you guys. This segment is brought to you by, I still want to say Outright.com because that's what we all know and love them by, but they have changed their name, but not their great service. They are GoDaddy Bookkeeping. GoDaddy Bookkeeping online? I don't know. It's GoDaddy Bookkeeping. I know. I can't get over the name change, but still the same great software, and I still highly recommend it. Because, oh my gosh, if you are anything like me and you hate your numbers and you hate keeping track of all that accounting stuff, you need GoDaddy bookkeeping. I just want to say outright, it's doing all that stuff for me behind the scenes. I don't have to think about it. It is just working. And when it comes tax time, it's all there. And that's, for me, it's priceless. Now, it's free, you guys. You can get your last year's worth of data for free. But there is a pro version, and I highly recommend that because it's like, what, $10 a month for the pro version? And then you can go back as long as you're in business. Okay? It saves it all. Saves it all. Ooh, they have an app now. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it tracks your mileage. See, I haven't used that one. I'm very, very bad about keeping track of all those little things, but I know they add up. So thank you, April. Thank you for showing that. And you guys, poor April. April's sick tonight and got the baby getting sick. So we've got Kat kind of help. No, I just got back from Kansas Jubilee. And sorry I couldn't be here last week. And the week before that was kind of a fiasco. To those of you here and got bumped off the show, and I apologize completely. As you can see, Spreecast has a new look. They're making some changes. Changes are going to happen. Changes are always going to happen with business. Hopefully they're always for the better. But change is going to happen, and we have to roll with it. Have to roll with it. It doesn't mean we can't grumble and complain and be mad for a minute. We can do that. But basically, we have to just roll with it, and we have to figure out how to get up to speed as quick as possible and go with it. So something, and you'll see the title of tonight's show is Delight Your Customer. I really wanted to say Delight Your Customers, but I only had so many characters. So this concept is an important one. Those of you who have been selling on eBay for a very long time, you are probably having a harder time adjusting to the current state of e-commerce than those just coming on, in the last year or two, because we came from a day where sellers were king. I mean, we ran the show. Customers were at our mercy. We could do pretty much whatever we wanted as far as policy and charging for shipping and all that stuff. And it is no longer the case. And hey, this is what happens, guys. So you've got Amazon, who has come onto the scene in a very big way. Who here, raise your hand, who is a Prime Amazon member? Go ahead, let me see those hands in the air. I see y'all raising your hands. Okay. So Amazon came along and was willing to not make any money for years. That is an important concept, you guys, because Amazon came in with their A to Z, no questions asked return policies. They brought in that Prime membership, and those of you who are Prime members know what that's about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm a Prime member. I can tell you, I buy my dog food. I buy all my kids' school supplies. I buy socks and underwear for the kids. Oh, kids need a new pair of shoes? I go to Amazon. And you know why? Because I know unequivocally I'm going to get it in 2 days for the price that I want to pay with free shipping. Free shipping! I just ordered one of those little Chromebook laptops for my trip. 2 days free shipping. It's here. And you guys know on eBay, we don't know when we're going to get stuff. We don't know. It's up to us still, up to the seller who we're buying it from, when they get it shipped and how long the post office takes. So that is why eBay is pushing so hard for not only free shipping, which is kind of getting in line with that concept that buyers really love, but also fast shipping. And really, you guys, they have been gentle about this. You guys think this has been big changes and they've just kind of, slow. No, they could have just said, hey, this is the way it is. You guys are doing this now, or you're out of there. They haven't done that, but they really are strongly now pushing for sellers to get these things in motion because sellers are leaving and going over to Amazon and finding it quicker and not necessarily cheaper, but faster and guaranteed. And those are two biggies, biggies. So another reason Cassini was put into place is because they now know, let's say I'm in Nevada, if there's somebody in California that is looking for an item that I have for sale and there's somebody in New York that has that same item, which one do you think Cassini's going to prefer to put up in front of that customer? Yeah, mine, because they know I'm going to get it to that customer faster and probably within that kind of 2-day window. Customers want their stuff within 3 days. That is kind of the industry standard now, within 3 days. Yes. So it's turn it, faster, get it to the customers. It's what it's all about. Now, at some point, this is going to plateau. I don't know where we're going from there because I really don't think we're going to see, all over 1-day delivery. I just don't think that is even possible unless there's a whole bunch of couriers getting real busy. But you can see kind of the pattern that things are going, and we have to keep up with that. So delighting your customer means starting to add in all these things. And another thing that I absolutely am loving that eBay is doing, and it's been a long time coming, is the managed returns. Who here is opted in to, well, actually, if you didn't opt out, you're opted in. So has anybody gone in and opted out of the managed returns? Anybody? I think the chat's on a little bit of a delay. Ah, Martha, you're opted out? No, you guys. Oh, good, you're opted in. No, see, everybody is opted in unless they opted out. eBay was very smart about this one. Yes. Okay, so I just had my first turn process, the managed returns. It is a beautiful thing. And I was already opted in, but I hadn't experienced it. And at the Campus Jubilee, Griff did screenshots showing the whole process. And so I hadn't known what to expect yet. So now that I've got one under my belt myself, I can tell you it is an awesome experience for the customer. Boom, they want to do a return, they push a button, say they want to return it, give the reason, it spits out a label for them if that is what you choose for them to do. Now, a lot of the concern was, well, what if I don't ask the customer to send the item back? Perfect. In the settings for managed returns, be sure that you check that you want to issue your own RMA number, Return Merchandise Authorization Number, okay? Because that puts a little gap in the process so that eBay alerts you that they need an RMA number, which they then send back to the customer and spit out the label so the customer can send it back. If you choose not to have the customer send the item back, now is your chance to go tell that customer, no need to send this back, issue their refund, and it's done. And if they do need to return it, then they've got a label. They return it the same way as you send it to them, so there's none of that they walk into the post office and pay $10 more. I've had that happen. That is so frustrating. Because I do, on most circumstances, pay my customer back that return shipping. So it's just a simple process and actually makes things faster for us. To refund their money, we've got the button right there. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. So I really love that eBay's going this direction and making things not only easier for the buyers, but easier for us, the sellers. This is so important. Easy is the name of the game now. So you definitely want to have that generous return policy, be opted into your returned managed return, which consequently, you guys, is going to become mandatory for top-rated seller status. Yes. This has not been announced yet, but Griff has alluded to this, and it makes perfect sense that this is just the direction it needs to go. Really does. Really does. eBay's cracking down. They're cracking down on sellers that are falling below standard on those DSRs. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be scared. This just means that you have to really pay attention to delighting your customer. And customer service happens when there is a problem. That is when it's really proven. Don't argue with the customer. You get one of those complaints in, whatever it is, just handle it in a professional, business-like manner. No emotion. It's not personal. Just business, and get it done and off your plate. Bam. You're going to make a happy customer. It's probably going to return to eBay. Maybe it won't return to you. They're going to return to eBay, and they're going to tell their friends and their friends and so on and so on and so on, and rebuild that reputation that eBay's been working so hard to rebuild for the last several years. I still hear people say, oh, I don't shop on eBay anymore because I got taken, or this happened or that happened. So buyers are still learning that they can safely come back to eBay, and this is a good thing. Suppose they destroyed the packaging and put the item. See, I cannot read all that. Hey, Sean, I'll be able to read all that. Okay. In a bigger box, how will that affect the shipping label they print out? Will you have to pay postage due? You know, that is a good question, and I got to tell you, I don't know yet. I don't know yet how that's going to go down, but Griff did say the only thing we're responsible for is the original shipping rate. eBay is picking up the tab on a lot of this stuff, guys. eBay is really paying for a lot of these little interim issues. I mean, we got to be careful we don't take too much advantage of that. But when it's one of those calls where, you know, nobody's really at fault, eBay's jumping in, picking up the tab, making everybody good. Okay, so it's a good thing. Good thing. Yeah. You know what? No, eBay is not going to go. You know what? And Wendy, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Has Amazon gone broke? Amazon's been doing this for years, you guys. Amazon has been picking up the tab for a lot of returns and return shipping and free shipping. You don't go broke. You build customer loyalty. Is what you do. And then those customers that come back and buy more far outweigh the cost of handling those customer service issues. Yep. Yep, eBay's not going to go broke. Trust me. So just work on delighting your customers, guys. However that looks, be the absolute best seller you can be, even when there's problems. Don't take it personal. It's business, and you will absolutely reap the rewards of that. Painful in the moment, but it comes back to you tenfold in the long run.